Young Neymar wasn't just skillful, he was a magician with a ball. He didn't just dribble past defenders, he embarrassed them. Elasticos, rainbow flicks, nutmegs, defenders never knew what was coming next. But how did a skinny kid from the streets of Brazil become one of the most entertaining footballers in history? Every time he stepped on the pitch, fans held their breath. Every kid wanted to dribble like him. Every defender feared him. But what made him so special? How did he master all these tricks? His dribbling and his creativity. And most importantly, how can you become like Neymar? How can you train like him? How can you bring that same magic to your own game? If you watch this video till the end, I'll break everything down, step by step, showing you exactly how to become the type of player every club wants to sign. You'll learn how to train like Neymar, even if you're training alone. I'll teach you his top 7 skills and help you develop the creativity that makes him unstoppable. Plus, if you're a winger, this video could change your entire career. It'll help you become an extraordinary winger and take your game to an elite level, just like Neymar. And that's just the beginning. I'll teach you even more in this video. This could be the most important video you'll ever watch, so watch till the end. But before everything, we must understand how Neymar actually started playing football. How did a kid with a dream, just like you, of becoming a professional footballer, actually train when he was a child? Because if you can train like him, you can follow in his footsteps. Neymar's journey to becoming one of the best players in the world didn't happen overnight. It all started in the streets of Brazil. No fancy training facilities, no professional coaching, no big-name clubs offering him resources from a young age. Just Neymar, his ball, and his love for the game. Like many footballers, Neymar grew up playing street football. But what set him apart? He was always active in futsal tournaments. And that's why today, it looks like the ball is glued to his feet. Because from a young age, he played in an environment that demanded fast thinking, tight control, and quick reactions. When you play small-sided games, you have less time to think. Defenders and opponents press you instantly, forcing you to make decisions in split seconds. This is why playing in tight spaces helps so much. It sharpens your dribbling, your ball control, and your ability to escape pressure. Neymar's father, who had once played football professionally, was his first coach. He guided Neymar through the fundamentals. He spent countless hours in the streets, dribbling, juggling, working on his footwork. These were the basics that would lay the foundation for everything he would achieve later. As Neymar got older, his skills became more refined. He started playing for local clubs, and every training session was an opportunity to improve. And he took full advantage of every single one. He would take on defenders, challenge himself with the most difficult moves, and experiment with skills that seemed impossible. Now, here's something important. Many young footballers today lack confidence in training sessions. If you're nervous in training, how can you expect to play with confidence in a match? You must train the way you play. If you hesitate in training, if you don't take shots as a striker, if you don't attempt crosses as a winger, if you don't cut inside and shoot, then how can you expect to do it in a real match? Because the way you train is the way you play. By this time, Neymar had already mastered the basics, and the basics are the foundation of football: passing, dribbling, shooting, finishing. Imagine Neymar receiving the ball, but struggling with his first touch. Imagine him missing simple passes or failing to shoot properly. Do you think he would still become a professional footballer? Absolutely not. You must control the ball properly. You must pass with accuracy. You must dribble with confidence. Because if you master these things, every club will want to sign you. Now, let's understand what makes Neymar a world-class player. Because there are thousands of footballers. But why is he at the top? Why is he considered world-class? Because there are 7 special qualities that set him apart. And the first one is elite dribbling. Neymar isn't just a footballer, he's an artist on the pitch. His skills, his creativity, and his decision-making make him a nightmare for defenders. But here's what many young footballers get wrong. They try to copy his highlight reel moves in training, rainbow flicks and fancy stepovers. But that's not how Neymar plays in a real match. You need to watch full games, not just highlights. Because in reality, Neymar plays a smart and efficient game. He knows when to take on defenders, when to pass, when to slow down, and when to explode into action. His low center of gravity, quick feet, and insane ball control make him unpredictable. The second quality that makes Neymar a world-class player is that he plays on instinct. He sees the game differently. Football isn't just about skill or strategy, it's about instincts. And if there's one player who thrives purely on instinct, it's Neymar Jr. Studies on elite footballers suggest that the best players don't just react, they anticipate. Unlike most players who rely on conscious decision-making, Neymar's brain operates almost like muscle memory. When defenders rush toward him, he doesn't pause to analyze. He already knows what to do before they even move. Now, here's where most young footballers go wrong. They overthink. The moment they receive the ball, their mind goes blank. What if I lose possession? What if I make a mistake? What if I mess up? These negative thoughts slow them down. And by the time they decide what to do, the defender has already taken the ball. Instead of overthinking, you need to play on instinct. But let's be clear, this instinct wasn't built overnight. Neymar developed it over years of playing in high-pressure environments like street football and futsal. In these fast-paced games, you don't have time to think. You're constantly surrounded by defenders, forced to react instantly. Every touch, every pass, every movement, it all becomes automatic. So how can you develop instincts like Neymar? The answer is simple. Train under pressure. Play in small-sided games. Put yourself in situations where you have less time on the ball. Force yourself to make decisions quickly. The more you do this, the more your brain adapts. And over time, your body will learn to react naturally. And now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you need to spend endless hours doing pointless drills. Instead, train in a way that replicates real match situations. If you're a defender, focus on positioning, interceptions, and quick passes. If you're a winger, work on crossing, dribbling, and beating defenders. If you're a striker, practice finishing under pressure. Train with purpose. Because at the highest level of football, there's no time for hesitation. You don't get extra seconds to think. The best players aren't just fast with their feet, they're fast with their minds. At the local level, you might get away with taking an extra touch. But in professional football, defenders won't give you that luxury. They'll close you down instantly. They won't let you breathe. So stop overthinking. Start trusting your instincts. Believe in yourself. That's why Neymar plays the way he does. Fluid, unpredictable, and impossible to stop. Because while others are still thinking, he already knows. The third quality is creativity and unpredictability. Neymar doesn't just follow the basics. He creates new ways to break defenses. His unpredictable movement forces defenders to second-guess their positioning. Whether it's a no-look pass, an unexpected flick, or a sudden nutmeg, Neymar is always one step ahead. Now, here's where most young footballers go wrong. They stand still, waiting to receive the ball. But a pro footballer is always moving, always looking for options. You need to create space, block passing lanes, and make intelligent runs. Because football isn't just about creating space for yourself, it's also about helping your teammates. For example, you can attract defenders with a fake run. This can open up space for your teammates, making you a bigger threat to the opposition. Always stay on your toes. Be aware of what's happening around you. Scan the field before receiving the ball, so you know exactly where your teammates and opponents are. And to train your creativity, watch full matches of Neymar. Observe how he reads defenders, how he applies different tricks in different situations, study his off-the-ball movement, his defensive work, his positioning, and then imagine yourself in his place. Ask yourself, what would I do if I received the ball in that position? Train your mind, and your creativity will follow. The fourth quality is mentality and confidence. Many young players have the talent, but they lack the mentality to dominate games. Neymar plays with confidence, and because he trusts his abilities, even after being fouled multiple times, he keeps getting up and trying again. He makes mistakes, just like everyone else. But here's the difference between an average player and Neymar. He isn't afraid of making mistakes. Instead of dwelling on them, he analyzes his own matches to see what went wrong. He studies his mistakes, learns from them, and makes sure he doesn't repeat them. And here's a game-changing tip for you. Record your matches. Because when you watch yourself play, you can see your weaknesses and strengths. You'll spot mistakes you didn't notice on the pitch and improve faster than your teammates. So if you want to develop Neymar's mentality, play with confidence. Never hesitate to take on defenders. Learn from mistakes. Instead of fearing failure, use it to grow. Stay calm under pressure. Make smart decisions, even in the toughest moments. Another quality is his physical strength and agility. Neymar isn't the biggest or strongest player on the pitch, but that doesn't mean he's easy to stop. He makes up for it with agility, balance, and explosive speed, qualities that allow him to glide past defenders effortlessly. When opponents try to push him off the ball, he absorbs the contact and keeps moving. Even after being fouled multiple times in a match, he gets up, shakes it off, and keeps going. This ability to stay on his feet and maintain control, even in tight spaces, is what makes him so dangerous. At first glance, Neymar's style may seem flashy, but in reality, every feint, every quick turn, and every sudden acceleration is a calculated move. He knows how to shift his weight at the right moment, how to lean into defenders without losing balance, and how to stay light on his feet while sprinting at full speed. This combination of agility and balance makes him incredibly hard to tackle. Even when he's off balance, he finds a way to recover quickly and keep possession. So, how can you improve your physical strength and agility? Agility drills. Work on your ability to move quickly in all directions. Football isn't just about running fast. It's about how fast you can change direction without losing control. Balance training. Strengthen your core and legs to stay on your feet after contact. The better your balance, the harder it is for defenders to knock you down. Explosive sprinting. Develop quick bursts of speed to accelerate past defenders. Being able to go from 0 to top speed in a split second can make all the difference in a 1 versus 1 situation. But remember, football isn't just about raw strength. It's about how efficiently you use your body. That's why players like Neymar, who are lean and agile, can still dominate against bigger, stronger opponents. They don't try to outmuscle defenders, they outmaneuver them. They use quick feet, body feints, and clever movement to create space where others see none. So instead of focusing only on bulking up, train your body to be strong, fast, and balanced. The goal isn't to become the strongest player on the pitch, it's to become the most unpredictable and unshakable. That's what makes Neymar almost impossible to stop, because when defenders think they've got him under control, he's already gone. Let's talk about something really powerful called flow state. Have you ever watched Neymar or Messi dribble past defenders so smoothly that it looks like time has slowed down? Their movements seem effortless, almost like magic. But this isn't just natural talent. It's something called flow state, also known as being in the zone. Once you learn how to enter this state, you can take your game to another level. When you're in flow state, your body and mind work together perfectly, letting you react instantly without overthinking. You don't hesitate, you just play with complete confidence. It almost feels like unlocking ultra instinct in real life. And the best part? You can train yourself to enter this state more often. The first step to entering flow state is learning how to control your dopamine levels. Dopamine is a chemical in your brain that controls motivation and pleasure. In football, it plays a huge role in your focus, reactions, and decision-making. But here's the problem. If your brain is overloaded with dopamine from scrolling social media, playing video games, or watching endless highlights, your focus will drop when it actually matters. Your mind gets used to cheap dopamine hits, so when you step onto the pitch, you won't feel the same excitement. Instead, you'll feel drained, mentally and physically, because your energy has already been wasted on things that have nothing to do with football. To fix this, reduce distractions before games. Stay off social media for at least a few hours before playing. Instead, use that time to prepare your mind for the game. Watch full football matches instead of just highlights. But don't just watch for fun. Analyze the game. Take notes on players in your position. See how they move, how they think, how they react. This will train your brain to stay focused in real matches and make better decisions instantly. To truly enter flow state, you need to train your brain to stay present. A great way to do this is through meditation. Here's a simple routine. Find a quiet place where no one will disturb you. Sit down and close your eyes. Play relaxing meditation music. You can find tons of them on YouTube. Focus only on your breathing. If random thoughts pop up, just acknowledge them and bring your focus back. Doing this daily will help you stay calm, sharp, and fully focused in games, without getting lost in pressure or overthinking. Stop overthinking. Trust your reactions. One of the biggest reasons players struggle is overthinking. They try too hard to make the perfect decision instead of just reacting naturally. But football isn't about perfection, it's about reading the game and making quick decisions. The more you play freely, the better your instincts get. Over time, your brain starts recognizing patterns, and you react without hesitation, just like the best players in the world. Visualization, the secret to confidence. One of the best techniques I use is visualization. Your brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. So, I picture myself playing in a huge stadium, fans chanting my name, I receive the ball, cut inside, aim for the far post, and boom, I score. I even imagine myself celebrating. This builds real confidence, because my mind already believes I've done it, and trust me, you can do the same. So in the end, there are 3 key things we can learn from Neymar. One of Neymar's greatest weapons is his ability to change speed while dribbling. Instead of sprinting at full speed all the time, he often slows down when facing a defender. This forces the defender to match his pace, creating a moment of hesitation. Then, in an instant, Neymar bursts forward, leaving his opponent behind. This sudden acceleration makes it much easier to get past defenders. Even if you're not the fastest player, you can still use this technique. During training, practice approaching a defender at a slower speed then quickly accelerating past them. This keeps defenders guessing and gives you an edge in one-on-one situations. While Neymar is an elite dribbler and goal scorer, one of his most underrated qualities is his playmaking ability. He's not just focused on scoring goals himself, he actively creates opportunities for his teammates. Whenever he attracts multiple defenders, he looks for open spaces and delivers key passes that set up scoring chances. This is something every player can apply to their own game. Instead of keeping your head down while dribbling, develop the habit of scanning the field. Be aware of your teammates' movements and look for passing options that can break through the opposition's defense. A great player isn't just someone who can dribble past opponents, but also someone who can read the game and make smart decisions that benefit the entire team. Many young players watch Neymar's highlight reels and think that football is all about flashy skills. But the truth is, if you want to improve, you need to study full matches, not just highlights. Neymar's game is not just about tricks. It's about intelligent movement, quick decision-making, and teamwork. When training, don't just focus on mastering fancy skills like rainbow flicks. Instead, work on the fundamentals: passing, first touch, dribbling, and ball control. Mastering the basics will make you a far better player in the long run. So, if you truly want to learn from Neymar, focus on improving your change of pace, playmaking, and mental strength. Keep training hard, play for your team, and always believe in yourself. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more football tips. See you in the next one.